I'm like tired, but I'm like not that tired. It's like I'm ready to go to bed, but I also like wanna, I don't know, do a little more before I do. So like, what should I play? Like my levels, Trial of Souls. It's like somewhat tight. It's like insane type of thing. All spam, too good. Chris. I'm actually bummed. I'm bummed. Don't laugh. This is my first. This is my first time at attempting art in GD, but it was also really unbalanced. Alright, still fed and finished. But look. If I go to the Trial of Souls here, I had a bunch of things, right? I had Frisk somewhere down here, I forgot where. But look, the idea was that afterwards, Perseverance is here. Integrity, like, basically what I was gonna do was that for every single portal, I would pick out a character, more specifically a child that has fallen in Undertale, that fits in with the color. So let's say Ball, right? Portal is red, so I think of Frisk because the soul color of hers or him, I don't know, no gender. Their soul color is red. Then for the end, it would be Q for kindness. I don't know. It was meant to be like some cool project that I never ended up finishing. Enclosed was actually my first project in which I tried Deco, but I never ended up finishing. Now I'm seeing like, oh, I'm dumb. Now I'm seeing that, like, for example, my debut that I'm making it now, or that I'm decorating now. All those fake spikes. I never added actual spikes here. It's just pure deco. Alright, whatever. In my opinion, the level was turning out cool though. But it would take a shit ton of time to deco. And that's kind of the reason on why I lost motivation. Though I made this cool. That cool duel. To be like our level. I was thinking extreme. And I think these ship sections used to be harder, by the way. I ultra nerfed these. I was thinking like fucking humanly impossible, bro. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. Can I do these timings? They aren't even that hard, bro. Now this gameplay, I started making it around when I like first started playing Miku. Or first started grinding Miku. It's like a new gameplay. When I was asked at making UFO gameplay. Then this part was kind of inspired from when I was making Calamity, and there it's done! These are levels made by my cousins. Little One was the first level in which I like fully decorated, in a sense. But like decorated to where like I knew what I was doing, instead of just spamming random shit. I can't remember if it had a cool ship section. Oh yeah, I do. Hold down. It's practically The only bad thing about this level, I'd say, is that the ending is kind of chopped. It's because I didn't have any gameplay ideas for the game for the ending, and I didn't really expect the ending to come so soon. Hard ways part. There's a coin. No coin route. You go up here. You're like in a better spot, I'd say. And it's less spam. Here I started running out of gameplay ideas. But overall, it's a really cool level in my opinion. I'm dumb again. Holy shit, can I do? I remember how excited I got when I verified this, bro. Thing is, this last ship part I read like 3 times, bro. It was like torture, not torture. It took me 2 days to beat. I don't know how it took me 2 days to beat. Maybe because I didn't dedicate as much time to GD as I do now. Now I dedicate like 3 hours a day, maybe. There's a level I made for my cousins. And it was meant to be like a little challenge. You know how they were making levels for me, like how I mentioned just now. I wanted to make a level for them. Since they were like, yo, you should make a level too. And I'm like, alright, fine. Since I actually liked creating. The only thing is that I had to hold back a lot in gameplay. Like, I didn't really add a triple spike here. Here's a coin route that they didn't go for because they're bummed. Oh shit, that was funny. Usually there's a normal route. This part's auto for a bunch of time. Damn. No, that's the ending. Always ended on a spike, right? And I don't think about it. This is like... They made the levels, alright? So laugh at them, not at me. Oh, holy... There I taught him how to like zoom out with the camera. If they wanted to know. Yeah, dropping a triple. I'm pretty sure I died to that triple. Not really sure though. I'm like sure not sure. Far the hardest out of all of them was PP. And it starts like this. You do impossible gap. Spam. Thing is, PP, now that I think about it, she was the only one that actually played GD out of all of them. The thing is, of course, they all have GD Lite. Because they're not putting money into the game like I did. Dummy was the first one to make a level. PP was second, and then Nico was third. Yo, I just did that first time. Do I play better when I'm sleepy? Or is it the fact I'm doing joint finger hold? Oh, I'm dead, okay. By the way, I beat these when Land Circles was still my hardest. Yeah. Not to mention that I also beat these on like laptop keyboard. Now I use like an actual keyboard. These are old ass levels. Okay, like we're entering territory of when I made these like 2 years ago when I was first finding out about the editor. Here I had like a little more experience at least. I was learning shit on how to use the editor because I'd watch people like Vortrock super buff shit and I was like, ooh, that's cool. But for some reason, all my levels always had a bunch of things. That was all it gave for me. Easy shipment is just me adding markers to my first like level where I actually put effort in it. Shipment, but like effort as in like I somewhat knew what I was doing. I don't know. I made shipment like a year ago. You know. This is... I lied. Not even close, bro. I never even verified this shit. I hack verified this shit, bro. Because I didn't feel like actually going through the effort of doing that. And I had a lot of wall coins, like a little too many. One thing that's very noticeable is that all my old levels were orb spam, bro. I just see like how literally like all the gameplay is just orb spam. I'm pretty sure B was my hardest when I made this though. Yo, I'm him, I just did that first try. Yeah. Blind jumps. Not that weird for my level section. First wave section that I did with care. Look at that. This part I thought it was tough. This dual part I thought it was tough doing that. It really wasn't. Now that I think about it, I did a lot of spider. A little too much spider, in my opinion. You wanna know a fun fact? Literally every single one of my levels I made like 2 or 1.5 years ago, I literally have no names for these levels. I make them for fun. But since I had no names for these levels, no ideas, I just Google fucking words that sound smart. And I find like hyperbolic, which I don't even know what it means, bro. I might just Google it on the spot. Hey, so because I didn't mention what hyperbolic actually was, we're gonna check it out now. So I just Googled it on my phone, and I'm gonna read it out loud. Hyperbolic describes either extreme exaggeration related to hyperbola in speech, or in mathematics, curves and functions based on a hyperbola, such as cosh and sin, or like x and x, I don't know. It refers to language that overstate. Why did Google close itself? Bro. I literally cannot access Google, bro. Bro, I opened... Whatever, bro. I read the main description. It doesn't really matter anymore. And then I just put it as the title, bro. Like, I wouldn't even Google that shit. It's just like, go for it, bro. And this coin is free. I'm not in practice. What if I die in a showcase? Or while I'm playing the level? That wouldn't be good. First level that I actually included wave, and I'm pretty sure. No, I'm dumb. Fun fact, I'm like 2 months ago I made this level possible because like I stacked wave portals apparently. Instead of like stretching them out or putting them in the middle, I put 2 wave portals thinking they'd have the same grid space when you enter them, but no. There's a portal on top that's gonna have its own grid space. Why do they have SP? Why do they have SPs, bro? I think that it's probably the best level out of all of them. Either this one or Shipment, but Shipment, once you find out about the idea, then you'll see that it's actually cool. It's just that it's really ass if you don't know what you're looking at. You gotta have imagination. But with Deco, I bet it would be a good level, bro. No, unless you you gotta remake it. I gotta remake it at some point. Oh yeah, another fun fact. This level's ship section, I would use it for practice or warm-up before I go for a demon. So, for example, when I made this level, the demon I was going for was the used to think this wave part was impossible because I couldn't spam back then, bro. These are like little challenges now I think about it. Shipment. Trying to get shipped. This was very inspired by Tried. Tried's video of Dancer of Island or something. This is like the closest level I have to a main level. I should try going for this style again, bro. Now that I'm actually conscious of what I'm doing in the editor, instead of doing whatever the fuck this is, bro. Out of all of these shitty ass levels that I have, I should try and remake one. So, I'm gonna start maining Zoink's finger hold, bro. It's genuinely peak. Basically, what that spot was meant to be was that you're in like a box, and then at the end, you see like a cool ass animation where you're like, the box is put inside like a ship, and it's gonna get shipped. Alright, here, I forgot to mention these. This was made by another cousin of mine. She asked me, it's a she that made this level. There you have it. Thing is, genuinely, these cousins were like really damn close. And I think the only complaint I have about them is the fact that they're a little brain rotted. Aside from the success. This is a level that I made, the first 9 circles level I ever made. And I made it last year in like June. No. Around May, I think, or March, I'm not really sure. Around there. Like 3rd or 4th months, I don't know my months. I need help. It was the first level I actually like put attention to. I know I've said that a lot, but like, this is the first level I tried to put an attention to, but where I was like actually conscious of what I was doing instead of spamming random shit when I couldn't find what I needed. I actually took the time to search for things that I needed. I actually had a lot of other levels too, which were on another account. Why'd I jump? Which was on another account that I had. But I lost that account, bro. Fun fact, something I did was straight up copy paste, and I didn't remove or make the outlines invisible, or nor make this not possible. Am I actually him? How far can I make it into the level? Doing this. Over exaggerating. There. In my opinion, this level's kinda good, I guess. What the hell did I die to? Did you see? I just died to air, bro. And then for the last level I actually have is Infernal Circles. I have a showcase. Of this level on my YouTube channel. Somewhere around there. I don't really know where. One of the first videos I uploaded, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, this level is the first level again. I'm repeating it a bunch of times, but it is the first level in which I actually decorated with care and actually caring about like what the actual fuck I'm doing, bro. And this is meant to be a hard demon. Now I'm seeing that it could probably be a hard demon. Maybe a medium. No, not a medium. This shit is hard demon, bro. I was seeing it as possibly insane as when I made this level. No, I'm actually dumb. When I made this level, my hardest was still 9 circles, bro. I don't know for how long my hardest stayed as 9 circles, bro. I think maximum 2 months, bro. And then I started grinding again. Cause I don't know, I just take leaves off of grinding. Tiring, bro. What I can say confidently though is that this level is pretty unbalanced. It looks cool. This part sucks. Man, in terms of difficulty, it is balanced. But in terms of like how equally like spread the difficulty is, it's unbalanced, bro. Because for example, before the drop, everything before the drop is not nearly as difficult as the drop itself. Yeah? That I have a bot, I'll like talk over while the bot plays. Levels like fuck you. Levels like Calamity I found really fun to make. There was one crucial flaw. I have no fucking clue how to deco. Like, I've never decorated with slopes. The most amount of deco that I've made was 1.9 deco. But for this, there's no way I'm gonna do 1.9 deco for this, bro. This is a masterpiece now. But genuinely though, in my opinion now, it's either my debut or Calamity that are my proudest projects. My debut, it's starting out 3 minutes. I'm decorating it. It's looking pretty good. Honestly though, I think I'm actually gonna have a lot of fun with my debut. So yeah. Dude, the Calamity was so fun, bro. I think that's the reason why I decided to make another layout. Because I just see just like there's no extent of what you can do. I had so much fun making those other levels that were so shitty that even if they were shitty, I made them as like hard as I could and like from what I knew how to make. And so it was fun. If I limit myself, for example, to making an easy demon, it's gonna be unbalanced because I'm like practically just trying to hide away what I actually want to do and make it the most unbalanced shit ever, but it's fun. It's fun to make it unbalanced. Also, I suck at duels. I'm thinking of making a layout at some point that is only duel gameplay to practice making duel. And then I have to decorate. No, I'm not gonna decorate actually. That's why I said layout. That's why I said. I was gonna decorate Calamity, but I don't have any block design. I gotta make this. I guess it's cool. But that's like the most amount. That's literally the most I've done in Calamity so far. And honestly, I think I'm gonna have to, or I think I'm gonna wait until I'm way better at decorating to then try and go for Calamity. Or like try and decorate Calamity. That is me. Oh, chest. I forgot about my chest, bro. Now I'm gonna have to wait till like 12 AM
like how it is now for me to open my chest. I'm stupid. I'm pretty sure like the big chest was like available like 2 hours ago. Oh well, girl. We'll see how it turns out. Oh yeah, something. This might be stupid, but something that I want to do is buy everything in this shop specifically. That I can then brag to my friends and like, I bought everything. 53 demons and rising, baby. I'm thinking of maybe going for crazy too at some point, but right now my focus is on Blood Dash. As you see, I have it in 6 runs. Well, I don't think I have it in 6 runs anymore because I have recently gotten 53 to 100. But I'm a dumbass that doesn't record his gameplay that often, so I should start doing that often. I'm probably gonna start streaming often too, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. The subscribe button looks shiny. I mean, it almost looks as shiny as, it almost, hold on, give me a moment. This is not an embarrassment moment, give me a moment. It's almost as, it's almost as shiny as his teeth. Alright, it's, what am I doing, yeah, it still looks shiny. Peace.